Choosing between these, it's like choosing a favourite child. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's video I thought was going to be fun, but I now feel like I've been torturing myself for the last hour. I watched Minnie from Minx for All's recent video where she did a video on the only 5 bags that she would need to keep in her collection. And I've done videos like this before, but my collection has changed that much and how I'm using bags has changed a little bit, and my horizons have actually broadened a little bit by not thinking everything has to be crossbody. And I thought, what would be the 5 bags? If I had to choose 5 bags from my collection that I would keep out of all of my collection now, what would those 5 bags be? And I was inspired by that video to do this, and I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. And I'm going to tell you straight out, I'm keeping 6. I'm still tied between 2 in some categories, but I'm keeping 6. I'm keeping 6. I'm cheating. Minnie did do an honourable mention, so I'm going to use that as my 6th bag. Oh, Minnie's video I will link below. She also put it into different categories. I've kind of just gone by what I love and what I would need, and I know she said in her video to take all sentiment out and just think of what fills gaps, so I've tried to do that a little bit, but it's not easy. And I know, first world problems, the very first bag that I would keep in my collection, I'm going to get this one out of the way because it's the easy one and it will come as absolutely no surprise, and it is the Louis Vuitton Never Full in the GM size. This was a no-brainer. This was one of those bags that I didn't even have to think about. If there was 1 slot, 2 slot, 3 slot, this bag has to stay. I use this bag every single day. It's my work bag. I use it for travel. I use it for weekends away. It just goes with me everywhere. You can see there's an awful lot in there. It's a mess. I use it a huge amount. It earns its money, and this is number 1 in the 6, 5 plus 1, 6 bags that I'm going to keep in my collection. So the Never Full is filling the slot for both work bag, travel bag, weekend bag. That one bag is doing all of those. It's one of the reasons why I keep preaching about how fabulous it is. Now it gets a little bit tougher. So the next category I'm going to do, and I'm going to call it my mum bag. Now, it's not really a mum bag at all, but it's what I mean whenever I think that I have 2 young boys running out a lot, walking the dogs, taking the boys to the park, taking them to soft play, even taking the boys out anywhere. You need a casual bag that can throw across you, that you're not too worried about, that you're not worried about the leather or anything marking. And I've said in so many videos that I use these 2 for this. This, I could probably come down on either one of these, and I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to pick one, and as much as I would love to cheat, but I am going to pick one. But realistically, I could keep either of these. I think both of these bags, for that type of use, for that casual type of vibe, for children, for every day, for wearing with big puffer coats and just doing its job, really, I think these are great. I think in different videos before I've come down on the different side of what I would keep. This one is fabulous because it's very light, it's flat to your body, you get the different pouches, and it's very good for just putting your phone, your card holder, whatever. This one holds a little bit more. There is absolutely no vachetta on this. It's black treated leather, so you don't need to worry about the weather. I generally wear it either crossbody or the way I was wearing it at the weekend, which is with the straps at diagonals, and it kind of sits like this across you, which just makes it a little neater looking. And I'm probably going to come down on this one in this video that I would keep. And it's really just because it holds a little bit more, so I can put in it the phone, the key holder, the card holder, the everything, but I could also get like a little juice in there for the boys and a snack, and I can get in there more wipes, and I can get a nappy in there, and I can get masks in there. This actually holds a huge amount more than what you would think, definitely more than this one would. And if you need just a little bit of, say, baby wipes and nappies that we generally have to take everywhere, this is just probably going to hold a little bit more than this. But to be honest, I could keep either of these because I think for that role they're both fabulous, but I'm going to keep the Palm Springs Mini. Okay, moving on to number 3, and this is what even is this? This is evening bag, but can also be worn during the day, that can also go from day to night is probably the best way to describe it. Can go crossbody, can go out, can be dressier, and of course I am talking about my 2 mini capucines. Choosing between these, it's like choosing a favourite child. I really don't know, and I know I'm going to choose one. I have to choose one because it's what the title of the video is. But they're both fabulous, and I use them both a huge amount. I use them both equally. This one is probably the more sensible choice because it's black, and from what I'm picking, there's not a huge amount of black. I think in minis she chose mostly black bags, but I'm not a huge lover of black bags, so I'm probably going. This one goes with more. Black, I wear this a lot out. There are certain outfits in my head that I wear this with, and the plexiglass handle and the blue on here just elevates it, just takes it somewhere else. But she's just so pretty. She is just so fabulous, and I know if I were to say, and I'm not, but if I were to say that I'm not keeping her in real life, there would be a queue of people to buy her. It's this beautiful magenta colour. It's the malachite on here. She was limited edition. She's fabulous, and I can't imagine not having her in my collection. So am I going to go with my... Now, I love this one as well. My heart loves this one too because she is so beautiful, but she is so useful. So this is probably the one that is a bit more sensible because of the black, but still has those quirky features that make it different. This is probably the one that is just... I just love it. I just love her. I just love the colour. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm keeping this one. I've just decided that on the spot. I'm so sorry. Did you hear me say that? I struggle to say that against this bag because it's so fab and I love it and I've got so much use out of it. But look, no, but yeah, I use this so much. I'm going to go with this one. And I'm torn. I do use this probably slightly more because with the black it goes with more. But I just can't imagine saying that I'm not keeping this bag because I love it that much. It's so pretty. So I'm going to go with this one, but it's tight. It's very, very tight. It's very difficult. I love both of these, but she has to stay. Okay, the next category, I'm not loosely doing categories, is crossbody bag that just fits that little bit more. So for if you're needing to carry a bit more shopping or whatever, and I'm going to keep a Chanel 19, and I have two. I have this beautiful houndstooth tweed, and I also have the black leather. Now, anybody with half a brain that thinks sensibly would keep the Chanel leather black 90 because it's so usable, and it is, again, it's the same argument that I've just had with the 2 capucines. The plain black leather goes with so much. I wear it a lot. I think you've seen it perhaps in one of my Dublin vlogs when I had on checked shorts and I had my black leather jacket on and a big scarf, and the black leather 19 goes so well. It fits enough. It fits not overly in that I can't weigh it down so much that the chains make it too heavy. But look at this tweed. And this tweed took me so long to find and was so expensive. But I just this is a great example of somebody that is impulsive, that is heart over mind, that goes with what they... And the whole premise when Minnie did this was you were meant to take all that out of it and just be sensible. But no, I'm not sensible. So I'm going to keep this one. And I'm going to keep this one because I can't imagine saying that I'm not keeping this one. And I'm sure I could find something else to wear. I could wear the Palm Springs Mini. Couldn't I? I'm sure I could find something else to wear where I would wear the black 19, but she's staying just because she's so fab. Okay, number 5, and what is meant to be the last one, but I am going to keep this now. I love this bag. Absolutely love the graffiti. The graffiti just makes, and I love when the light's hitting it as it is now when it shines purple. The iridescent nature of it can shine different colours regardless where the light's hitting. It can quite often look green or it can look purple. My preference is when it looks like it is now and it's looking purple. I love this bag. I love the graffiti. The graffiti is loud. Talks to me, makes this bag something different, something special. It's not plain black. When I came to think, I was always going to choose in this a Chanel Mini, but I didn't know which one. And I generally love colour and a pop of colour, although I love this, and the graffiti in this is actually the mini reissue as opposed to the traditional Mini. I was looking at the colourful tweed. I was between this teal and also, I think it's up there, the red one, because those pops of colours really make an outfit pop and they just add something fun. But I have not been sensible with any of the bags that are sitting down on that floor. Not one. Apart from the Neverfull and the Palm Springs Mini, but when it came to either choosing the black capucines, which I can wear with more outfits, or the black 19, which I can wear with more outfits, I went for the colour. I went for the tweed and I went for the magenta, so I'm going for the black Mini. Albeit with the fabulous graffiti print to make it something that little bit special, but I'm having to not go for the pops of colour because I can use, if I'm keeping this bag will have to also fill the void in my wardrobe of a pop of colour. So even if I'm going slightly more casual or I'm going in the summer, shorts, t-shirts, say, I'm going to have to also just wear this casually with the crossbody strap to get the pop of colour, because if I choose the pop of colour to keep that also in my wardrobe, I have nothing that's kind of black based, and I'm going to need a black bag. I'm going to need a black bag for going out, and I'm going to need a black bag for those outfits that you just can't make a colour work. So I'm going to keep this one. And the last bag that I am going to keep as my number 6, or my honourable mention if I use Minnie's terms, and it's my wild card, so I'm just keeping it because I love it. And I know you're meant to take out all of that nonsensical, whimsical stuff and go for what is sensible. But if I have the Neverfull, I have the Palm Springs Mini, I have the 19, I have smaller crossbody bags. I can probably find something there to do most things, although the tweed's not the most sensible. Okay. But instead of filling my wild card with, say, the 19, the black 19 to be a bit more sensible, no, I'm keeping her. Why? Because I absolutely love this little thing. This is one of those bags that has been on, it's the Louis Vuitton Petite Malle, obviously. This is one of those bags that was on my wish list for the longest time. I bought it in Paris for my 40th. And I just love her. I haven't had this bag that long, but that doesn't matter. I had her out with me at the weekend. We were at a friend's birthday and I just loved using this bag. It just felt fabulous. It looked fabulous. I wore it kind of as a neutral. The dress I was wearing was black and white and like a deep yellow colour, and I still wore this as a neutral beside her as a clutch, and I just loved it. So this is the bag I'm keeping as a clutch. That's a better category to say. That sounds a bit more sensible. She's my clutch bag that I'm keeping, but really it's just because I love her so much. I would have to watch myself, because this is a bag that comes out in limited editions. I love this bag that much. It could become a bit of a craze, a bit like what's going on there in the background and the mini capucine, because it's so fab. Love, love, love this bag, and she is getting my clutch number, not my just because I love her number, my clutch number. Those are the 6 bags that I would keep out of my collection if I had to drastically downsize. If I had a little bit of leeway and we were keeping a few more, I would keep the black 19 because it's just so easy to wear, fills that void of a black bag but still has a bit of funk about it, so it still gives a bit of an edge to your outfit, and I think it's a very, very easily to wear usable bag. I would keep the black capucines because going out at night with the plexiglass handle again adds something but can go with so many outfits. I would keep a Chanel 19 in a pop of colour, be that maybe a caviar like this red one because it's hard wearing, or like the multicoloured tweed just because it's fabulous and it gives me a bit more interest and the tweed in it. There are so many other bags in there I would keep as well, but those ones, if I could add to that, would just give me a little bit of further dimension to what I've already picked colour wise. I am not someone that can just pick all black bags. I don't gravitate towards black bags. I love to have colour, but we all need to have a bit of a base in there for whenever you're putting outfits together. So those are my thoughts on these 6 bags from my collection that I would keep if I really, really, really had to, and a few extras, and then obviously we'd keep finding more extras to keep. Thank you so much for watching me. If you have a channel and a bag collection, I would love to know if you had to take it down to 5 what you would keep. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.